Good morning everyone. The value this half term is respect, and this week's focus is I can show that I am a good listener. So first, let's think about communicating, talking to each other. What do we use to communicate? Well, we use our mouth, we use our hands, either for signing or for gesture. We use our eyes for looking. We use our bodies. Body language is an important form of communication. And one of the most important things that we use in communication are our ears. And I want you to think about this. We've got one mouth, but we've got two ears. So that suggests that we should be doing twice as much listening than talking. Using our ears to listen is a really important part of communicating. I'm going to tell you about an unusual piece of music. John Cage was an American composer, who's someone who writes music, and in the 1950s he wrote a piece called 4 minutes and 33 seconds. And I'm just going to let you listen to the first part now. Yep, it's complete silence. Just to show you, here's the music for the well-known song Happy Birthday, and if you look on the lines you can see all the notes of the music. And this is the music for 4 minutes and 33 seconds, and if you look on the lines there are no notes at all. So why write a piece of music that's just silence? Well, John Cage said that it was to encourage people to be quiet and listen to the sounds in the world around them. So later on today, I'd like you to go outside or sit quietly for a few minutes and listen. What can you hear? What sounds can you hear? So we'll have a go at listening now. I'm going to play 4 sounds and I want you to listen and see if you can identify them. So be quiet, open your ears and listen. Number 1. What was the sound of number 1? It was a dog. Number 2. What's number 2? Have you got it? Number 2 was a running tap. What is sound number 3? Do you know what it is? It's a police car. And what is sound number 4? This is the last one. Did you get that one? It was quite short. That one was an owl. So what does a good listener look like? Have a look at this picture and it shows you what it looks like to be a good listener. It points to the eyes. The eyes are looking at the person that's talking. The brain is thinking about what's being said. Mouth is quiet. Ears are open and listening carefully. Hands are still and feet are still. If you can do those things, that shows that you're listening respectfully. One of these pictures shows good listening and one shows bad listening. And which one do you think is which? Which one's the good listening and which one's the bad listening? Okay, so this one is obviously good listening. the person who's listening, the lady who's listening, is looking carefully. She's engaged with what the speaker is saying. And this one, the lady's not listening at all. In fact, she's looking in the other direction. She's got her arms folded. She's not listening to what the man's saying. So why is listening important? Well, listening is important for lots of reasons. It helps us to learn. It's important because it can keep us safe. Listening can be fun. Lots of sounds are pleasurable for us to listen to. If we listen to others, it shows that we care. It shows that that we think what they're saying is important. And it can help us to develop good friendships and good relationships with others. If people think that you listen to them, then they're more likely to want to speak to you. So this week, show that you can be a good listener, and remember to sit still. Remember good looking at the person who's speaking. Mouth quiet. When somebody else is speaking, you need to be quiet. Take turns to speak. If people are all speaking at the same time, then they're obviously not listening to what other people are saying. So you need to listen to what one person says and then take your turn to speak afterwards. And make sure your ears are listening, really important. So this week, show that you are a good listener.